Hello everyone! I started multi-streaming recently, and I wanted to go over how it's been going and what I all had to do to get it to work. If you don't know who I am, I'm Swolecat, hi. I'm a VTuber who's been primarily streaming on Twitch for the past 4 years. On my stream I play a lot of retro games, but I also try to do a lot of interactivity through Sammy, streamerbot, and stream elements. There's a lot of things for people to do on stream, and I've coded a lot of it. I say this because the customization on the level of being able to code your own things is actually really important for me. So if this level of customization is not important to you, there's probably a lot better options out there that are like way easier to use, but this is my video where you go over how I stream. All that being said, the reason I want to multi-stream is pretty simple. I want to get into the YouTube Partner Program, and that requires 4,000 watch hours. It's been pretty slow since my latest scripted video took way too long to come out, but hopefully I won't run into another 9-month rabbit hole. Needless to say, my regular videos don't have a lot of watch time coming in. I do have a lot of shorts, but those just don't count. But what does count is live views on stream as well as VODs. I have an archives channel that I used to upload VODs to, and only did that if I thought the stream was good, but now it's all on the main channel, and the streams sometimes do get views after the fact, which is nice. A bit of disclaimer, this video is only going to be focused on Twitch and YouTube. I don't really have any desire to stream to Kick or TikTok, considering how one of those platforms is associated with gambling, and the other really doesn't like VTubers. The second question you might be asking is why now? Old heads might know about the multi-arm TP plugin that has been around for years. In fact, I once used it to stream to TikTok, and that went really bad. However, there are 2 new bits of tech that have kind of pushed me to give multi-streaming a try again. First is the aitum multi-stream plugin. The UI is just nicer than the other plugin in my opinion. The second is streamerbot's new chat feature, which shows all your streams combined. I've used Chatterino for years, and I wanted something similar to that also supported YouTube messages. I'll rip the band-aid off to say that I don't think this approach to multi-streaming is for everyone. If you don't have the internet bandwidth to spare, I would highly recommend looking at a service like Restream.io, where you stream to them and then they stream everywhere else. If you're using a service like that, they also have their own chat solution, so it's definitely something to keep in mind. After I got the multi-stream plugin and streamerbot set up, I set out to do my very first YouTube stream. And boy howdy was it scuff. So the first thing that anyone making a how to stream on YouTube video will say is, you have to plan more on YouTube. And I think a lot of the time they say that and it'll just lead to you making better streams. Like saying Apex and chill is probably like way worse than like using every single gun in Apex. However, there is a bit of truth to saying that YouTube requires more planning. I would highly recommend that you schedule your streams on YouTube for a couple reasons. Number one is being able to turn on auto start and auto end. This is nice since it'll start and stop the stream when you do those things inside of OBS. Unfortunately, aitum multi-stream does not have a way to trigger starting the secondary streams from Stream Deck, but they are aware of the desire to have this done, and they're actively working on a solution. The second big benefit is that you can upload a custom thumbnail. This will do a lot better than a random frame of your stream, because remember, you're competing with edited videos with professional thumbnails now. You can set a category and description before to also help boost the discoverability, because keep in mind, there's no category, you're just relying on the SEO. One thing that you'll absolutely need to do is turn on the moderation features. Unfortunately, this is one area where YouTube just isn't as good as Twitch. But it doesn't mean that you can't block potential trolls. First, go into your settings, then community, then turn on comment moderation to literally anything besides none. This will cause potential bad comments to not be sent until a moderator approves them. This is very important because one stream I had early on had people just like coming in and typing racial slurs, which is like super not cool, and yeah, I would recommend avoiding that. After getting the stream going, the other big issue that I ran into was a lack of on-screen chat for YouTube as well as missing alerts. It's an unfortunate reality, but until YouTube decides to start implementing a better API that includes a system like channel points, YouTube viewers are not going to have the access to the features that Twitch viewers do. So my intention was to never get them to be exactly equal, but I did think there were some things that I could do to make YouTube viewers feel less like second-class citizens. First was to have a unified, customized on-screen chat. I've been using a custom chat widget through Stream Elements for a while, but they don't have a way to like merge widgets for both streams at the same time. I ended up trying to search to find something that could be customized, and eventually I stumbled upon a GitHub repo by Izzy Ikigai called Stream Chat. This was a great place for me to get started, so I ended up refactoring it to try to work with as much of my Stream Elements code as possible. was actually able to reuse a surprising amount, but there are a couple things that I had to implement myself, notably emotes for YouTube. StreamerBot, by default, doesn't send any emote information with the chats. Instead, you have to actually process the text yourself and add the emotes. While this was painful, I was actually able to add 7TV emotes to my YouTube chat, a feature that I don't think any other YouTube streamer has. Next, let's talk about doing notifications. Unless you're in the YouTube Partner Program, really the only thing that can happen is people can subscribe. However, YouTube has a privacy setting, and you just won't get notified if someone subscribes unless they have their subscription set to public. The other thing that sucks is that Stream Elements was super inconsistent for me. By extension, StreamerBot was also inconsistent since it uses Stream Elements under the covers. Streamlabs is pretty spot on, but I like having these fancy full screen notifications. What I ended up doing was kind of insane. I have Sammy, which is also consistent, make an HTTP call to StreamerBot. Then StreamerBot would broadcast a WebSocket message to the web page that I built to handle both Twitch and YouTube notifications. This website actually has pretty similar guts like the chat does for dealing with the WebSocket stuff, and at this point, if I have to make a new StreamerBot widget, I'll probably release a template for getting started with a WebSocket connection. Next, I want to talk about this difference in streaming culture between Twitch and YouTube. I think the general sentiment of YouTube being best for lurkers and Twitch being best for streamers and chatters is pretty spot on. Even after making a bunch of commands work on YouTube, most YouTube regulars will stop by, say a thing or two, and then just vibe, which is totally fine. I was watching a video on the subject from DokiBird, and she actually said something really interesting. YouTube viewers will usually decide in advance if they want to show up or not. I've definitely started getting a couple of people who show up to train streams and not much else. Again, this is totally fine and understandable, but it can be a bit of culture shock for Twitch streamers. The other thing I want to talk about is the effect that this has had on my YouTube channel. There are essentially 3 types of content on YouTube now: regular videos, live streams, and shorts. All the shorts I post are just clips from old live streams, but all the videos I post are completely edited and aren't related at all. But I was watching a video from Maximilian Dude, and he was saying that his edited video views are actually going down. If you make edited videos out of streams, it's highly likely that viewership on those videos will go down because people have already seen it. I don't know if there's a good solution to this problem without YouTube starting to treat VODs differently, but I'd be curious to see if this will change anything for me. But it's not all bad. You may have noticed that if you're live, anywhere any of your videos are shown has an indicator. You can actually use this to your advantage if you're regularly posting shorts. For example, I go live Friday through Monday at 6 p.m. Central. I make sure that a short goes live at this time. So if anyone sees my short, they also see that I'm live. I'm not a content god, so it's like not amazing, but it's usually like 100 or so more impressions than I would have had otherwise, which helps since YouTube stream discovery is garbage. And that's pretty much all the stuff I did. At this point, I'm averaging around 10-ish watch hours per stream. One note is that it does sometimes take a couple of days to show up in the Earn tab, but according to my calculations,
Calc is calculator for short chat.
I should be partnering about 100 streams from streaming alone. But you're gonna share this with all your friends and watch it like 20 times on like the 0.5 speed, right? You're gonna do that. I'll see you guys later. Bye.